There we go. Okay, just getting that camera adjusted. Okay. For those watching this video later, hello. And I think we are good to go. Looks like everything's up and running, and I'm just trying to get an idea of the lag here. Okay. Yep. Okay. Not too bad. All right. Well, looks like I'm talking to myself for a bit here. That's okay. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to post besides what I already did? Except the fact that I have a minor typo in there. No, I'm looking at the chat over here. Looks good. And we are good to go. I'll just wait to see if we get some people coming in. And we will proceed. For those that are watching this video later, I am Vintage Dust by George G. You may have seen me on some of the other auctions, either participating or bidding. I'm located here in northwestern Vermont. We had a beautiful day today, up in the mid-70s and sunny. And it looks like we're in for a stretch of some really nice dry weather for a little while. I'm okay with it. We had relatively mild winter and not a lot of snow, like we used to get. But that's the way it is. It happens some years we get a lot, and sometimes we don't. Not like out west where they really get clobbered this year, I guess. And some of the storms out in Texas and Oklahoma and things like that. Feel bad for those folks. But anyway, that's where things are. And tonight we will have the usual variety, I guess you call it, of stuff. Fair amount of jewelry this time. Some odds and ends of things. Not too much in the household stuff. I did bring some fishing lures for the gentleman, person. Oh, it was a gentleman. It was Paul. That's right. His name was Paul, so I'll have to say gentleman. Who was looking for fishing lures. I do have a few. I did. This is an old tackle box we've picked up that must be some vintage stuff in it because the fishing manual that was in there is from 1985. So I'm assuming that some of these lures were at least that old or even older. So, although some of them look brand new, so I don't think I have been using anything out of that tackle box or using that tackle box. I have my own, which I'm perfectly happy with. So we will see. I think here it's a busy month for us here. We got graduations at college graduation to attend and some concerts to go and year-end type concerts from the schools to attend for the grandchildren and things like that. Trying to think here. I know that it was something else that was coming up that I'm going to probably regret not remembering later. But anyway, that's the way it is. You did come across some interesting artwork the other day that we had found, and I'm still trying to find out if what I've got is really nice and worth more than I think what I paid for it. So it'll be interesting to see. It's by an artist who has passed away many years ago. That was local to New England. So that'll be an interesting thing to explore and navigate. See, like I said, I got a fair amount of jewelry, and I think that's a few. Call them toys, I guess, but they don't have to be for children, but they're going to be interesting. I'll show you some of those. A few purses tonight. Couple of music boxes. That's right, music boxes, and let me think. I'm trying to make my list here. Anyway, so that's kind of the stuff we have. A little bit of decor stuff as well, I think. And as I always say, if you're interested in any particular items, like the guy who asked last week about fishing lures, yeah, I had some. I just never really thought about bringing them forward. So they're here this week. We'll see if he shows up, and or if anybody else is interested, throw it in the chat, and we'll talk about it. I'll bring them up. I brought a couple of varieties of things. Yeah, I have. I do have a whole box full of toys. And if somebody really wants toys, and I have, like I've said in the past, I have comic books and vinyl albums and stuff like that. I'm not really prepped for anything tonight, but could be done relatively quickly. Maybe during the take 30 seconds to dig it all. Everything's in this room that I'm in. So as you can see from the pile of boxes behind me, and you can see up at the corner there's that corner. That corner. There we go. Some Barbies. I even have baseball cards and football cards and basketball cards and hockey cards and Star Trek cards and stuff from X-Files. And yeah, like I said, it's an interesting mix of stuff that we've collected over the years. So I get a lot of books, several boxes of books, everything from cookbooks to ones about sports and fiction, nonfiction. A few children's books, not too many, but I have a few. Some of them are vintage children's books, like the golden books and that kind of stuff. So anyway, we'll just keep talking here for a little bit longer and see if anybody starts coming in. So for those that are joining later, of course, you can just fast forward through this part, which you may have already done, trying to find out when things can actually get started. I know from watching some of the other auctions, they often chit chat for maybe 10, sometimes 15 or 20 minutes before they actually start their auction. I try not to do that too much. I know I've already about 7 or 8 minutes into it, but we'll see here about when we start to see some people in there. Oh, I've seen a couple names in there. I see Jocelyn. Thank you, Jocelyn. Good evening to you as well, and hopefully you're had a good day as well. We had a really nice day here today, and doing some yard work. Like I said in the beginning, it was a beautiful day here in Vermont in the mid-70s and sunny, and got a lot of I did some yard work and some running around here ends, and I had my physical today. That was yesterday. I don't think that I had to go get a tetanus shot today because I learned I hadn't had one for a while. So, but not a problem. Okay, I'm going to switch cameras and just keep talking, just so you don't have to keep staring at my face. Go to my settings here. Okay. Plus, you're going to need to watch me pull my nose. It is allergy season for me, so hang on, I mute my mic. Yeah, okay. That's better. Alrighty. Okay, I was just going to start out with some small random stuff here. I'm going to move my camera a little closer. I have it pulled way back because I was trying to do the picture of everything for the preview. And so I've got this Johnny Cash DVD that I came across the other day, and I didn't know if anybody would be interested in this. It's the Bible on DVD and gospel music with Johnny Cash, and it's pretty cool. It's in good condition. I can pop it open here. It's a 2-disc set. It's called Chapter and Verse. It looks like it's pretty clean. I don't think it's used. I see a fingerprint or two on there, but that's about it. Nothing serious. And looks pretty good there too, so we're okay there. And if there's any interest in that, I would see. Oh, hey, Tammy. Pretty nice in Indiana today. Yeah, good. Yeah, I need to mow. We mowed our yard once already, and I should say my grandson did most of it. He loves doing it because, of course, I pay him, and I just have to finish up and do some weed whacking. But it's already only been 4 or 5 days since he mowed it, and I got to mow it again. So good in Massachusetts too, huh? Low 80s. Ooh, more. So anyway, okay. So anyway, let's see here. Cash DVD. I would just do. Oops, gotta get my cursor in the right place here. Cash DVD. we'll just say $5 if anybody's interested in it. I've heard good things about it, reviews and stuff. If anybody's interested in Johnny Cash, let's buy it now. Sure, I should have said being. No, is still a genie here. So, if there's any interest in Johnny Cash, chapter and verse, it's like I say, it's a music and it's narrated by Johnny Cash. It's the New Testament, and it's in the New King James. That NKJV, in case you don't know, it's a New King James version. So it basically takes the these and the thous and stuff like that out of the King James and puts you and me and that kind of thing. It's a little easier to read than the King James version. So, which I'm very familiar with. I've read several different versions, so I know this one as well. Yeah, there's no interest in that. That's fine. I just gotta do something to get things kicked off here tonight, and see what is going on with folks. Okay, so we will start with some relatively simple things, I think, and then we'll go on from there. I know there's I'm going to hold off on music boxes just in case Cassandra comes in, because I know she loves her music boxes, and so I will have a couple coming along in a bit. But for the time being, let's see here. Where will we start? Let's start with something simple for the home, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these potpourri sticks. They're incense sticks, and they're each is different. And they're $2 each. I'll get this back up a little bit here so you can see it better. There we go. Move this out of the way so it's not distracting too much. But they're potpourri sticks, and each is a different flavor. And I'd say $2 each. So let's type that in the chat here so people know. I'll pass for now on the Johnny Cash. And potpourri, spell it right, sticks. $2. Buy it now. And so I'm going to list off the different scents, and if there's one in particular you're interested in, just put it in the chat. So this first one says peaceful smell, 12, there are all 12 sticks in each of these. 12 sticks of rose. This one is called Illusion, and it's 12 sticks of coconut. This one is called Mystery, and it's 12 sticks of lotus. This one's called The Big Blue, and it's 12 sticks of lavender. This one is called Point of View, and it's 12 sticks of vanilla. I will look at the chat in case anybody's typing something in, but while I'm doing this, I can't look at the chat at the same time. This one's called Fairy Scent. This is 12 sticks of jasmine. And this is Deep Forest, and this is 12 sticks of apple. So I can go through that one more time if there's any interest. But those are potpourri sticks at $2 for 12 in a package. They're incense sticks. And the directions are in about 6 different languages. Anyway, so that was rose, apple, jasmine, vanilla, lavender, lotus, and coconut. Any interest in the potpourri sticks? And if there is, I have 2 holders, nice little holders that I could throw in for an extra $1 to the first person that buys the potpourri stick if they want them. These are brand new in the package as well, just like the potpourri sticks. Cute little potpourri holders. Stick holders. So So there's the start of something different for me. And if there's no interest in that, we will pass on that. Okie Pardon me while I get a sip of my tea. Okay. We'll pull those for now. If there's any interest, somebody says watching the video later, let me know. Let's set those aside. Okay. I'm going to throw this out there as well. This is a rather unusual item as well. And let me look this up here. Okay, I know I had that on my list here somewhere. Give me a second. Oh, put it out there. You can see it. It's got a little funnel to go with it. It's a little mini flask. Pen out of there. And that is a flask for, oh, what did I say on that? Huh. Oh, I know I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, there it is. I actually looked this one up. I did comp this one. And so this is, I know what they're going for in the brand new. This, I don't know if this is ever, I don't think this has ever been used. Made in China. It says Wembley on the back. It's a stainless steel 4-ounce container. Oh, cute little mini flask. Excuse me. There it is. Okay. And just checking things off my list as I go here. Okay. I'm not going to dwell on this one too much. I didn't know if there'd be a lot of interest, but I thought I'd throw it out there. And let's jump into some jewelry. Now, I had, let me put that particular one. Well, we'll go with this one, I guess, next. Oh, well, that's not the one I was going to show first. Let's do this other one first. I've got a Leah Sophia. My tape's coming undone here. And that's why I taped it up in a minute here. Let me get this camera positioned again. And let me turn some brighter white on that. There. Okay, so it's a Leah Sophia necklace and matching earrings. And we'll start this at a bargain here, I think, $7. So I'll zoom in on each piece here in a minute. This is the Leah Sophia necklace and earrings, and this is a cord you'll see. So let me get that in there. You can see this. There's the pendant. Very pretty. And matching earrings. And it is a lobster claw type clasp with an extender on it. And I think it does say it has the Lea Sophia, of course, on there, as well as it says Lea Sophia on the back. I know the earrings, but it does have it on the necklace and on the back. And I taped, what I did is just so I could show the earrings. I taped them, but they're on the back of the earrings. It does say, clumsy fingers, pardon me, Lea Sophia. Any interest in Lea Sophia? $7. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Well, I'm going to throw a set of pins out there, and we're going to sell them as a group. I can find all of them. Oh, there they are. Pins and a necklace. And I'm going to take this necklace down, and we'll show them. Okay. I'm going to pass for now on the Lea Sophia. Yeah, that's okay. Side. And this is just a simple, I'm going to show another necklace here. A simple, and I tell you, we could not find, I found similar necklaces, but not the same. There's no manufacturer's name on it. Oh, great. Now this is stuck. There it is. We thought it was unusual because the butterfly on this, usually when you see butterfly pins, they're usually hanging from the center. This one's hanging off the edge. And I found out they call this a charm pendant because it's hanging like a charm would. And so I'm going to, that necklace plus these two pins, and I'm going to show you the pins in a minute here. I'm going to say we're going to just group these together. I think, where was it? Yeah, we're just going to start this at $6. Okay, so I'll show you the necklace first, and then we'll show you the pins. So you can see there's the butterfly. It is gold tone, no markings though whatsoever anywhere on this or on the chain. It's a it is a this type of fasten. I don't know what they call it, but it doesn't open from what I can see. It's just a whole. It's the clip, so it's a fixed piece. And the length of that drops at, looks like, I'm going to guess 18. So that's an 18-inch necklace. And then I got these two unusual little pins. This pair of, they look like a pair of eyeglasses with stones in the middle. Rhinestones, most likely, or I would guess crystals maybe. And the pin on the back. You see the style of pin that it is. It doesn't stick out, so there's no stabby factor. Well, no, it sticks out just a little bit. I'll take that back. Just barely feel it. But anyway, that's one of the pins. And then this is the other pin. It's a little hat with some pink roses. Looks like a tulip maybe. And it doesn't have there's no markings on this one either. But I will say, let's bring this down so you can see everything. That is the necklace and pins, 2 pins for starting bid of $6. If there's any interest at all. And they're all gold tone, so kind of why I threw them together. And we've been up there for a second or two while I go through my list here. That. No interest in that. I will say we'll move on to the next thing. Am I missing any comments here? Anybody looking for anything in particular? Like I said, I know there was some interest in the past, and I have not seen anybody say. The gentleman, Paul, was around last week, looking for fishing lures. I did, like I said, did bring some. Unless there's some interest from the folks that are on there right now, I'll wait until later on that. Okay. The next item is not jewelry related directly, but it is in a way. I have 6 very large. I'm going to move my camera down here so you can see it better this way. This is all rhodonite stones. They're all about 1.5 inches to 1.25 inches in size, and they've all been tumbled and polished. And I am looking to get $4 each, or if somebody would like to buy them all, I'll cut a deal. But right now, and I'll show you each one individually. This is rhodonite. I'm hoping. I'm toying with the idea of getting a lapidary saw and a kit, or actually an entire setup, so I can cut, polish, and even make cabochons, possibly. I used to work in stones before, and some really, really nice rhodonite here. Oops, I didn't put that in the chat, did I? Oh, I am slacking off tonight. Oh, so I didn't show this last one, I don't believe. I hope I did. Let me see, they all have very unique patterns. But this one's pretty much almost all. Yeah, the camera doesn't do it justice, I think, but it's sort of a pink, but not a. It's kind of a pale pink, light pink. Of course, pink is nothing more than light red. Here. But there's that, and that again. I say my thumb's roughly about 1 inch in width, so it gives you an idea of size of these. If you're a person who's into what healing properties stones have, I know there is something for these. I'm not the person that follows that, but I know that there's some folks like to have these stones for their qualities. And if there's no interest in that, we'll pass for now. on that, on the stones. Let me check that off my list. Like I said, if there was any interest in that, we could always cut a deal. Okay, this is getting really interesting. I got some, like I said, some very, like I said, I do have a lot of jewelry tonight, and I'll try to spread it out a little bit so it's not all at once. But I do have this really interesting vintage piece of chalkware. And you can see that it must have been wall decor maybe at one time. It's definitely, it is the back. And we'll start this at 7. If there's any interest in the chalkware native. I have seen other versions of this that were hand painted. This one has not been painted. Or if it was, it's long ago faded. But I don't believe it ever was. There's a small little minor chip there on the bottom, but it's not really noticeable when you're looking at it this way. But definitely vintage of a Native American. It's been interesting when I've done my genealogy, being predominantly French Canadian. They intermarried with the Native Americans quite often, so I have traced back to, I think it was a great grandmother who we think was Native, but we can't 100%. So I never claim that I am, or even part, but the indications from the records are there. So anyway, it's interesting stuff. All right, no interest in that. We will pull that. Oh, let's see here. Oh yeah, I did want to throw this one up. This is a really nice purse. The camera back up again. This is a Guess purse, and we'll start the bid on this at, where did I put that? There it is. We'll start this at 7. This is something. So this is roughly about a foot across at the bottom, as you can see, for reference, for scale. It has this kind of a clasp there that open and close. The zippers all work fine. Top zipper here. Kind of close at an angle here. This opens and closes fine. Top strap's in excellent condition. Hand carry strap. It is not a shoulder bag. It is a. And there's the inside, very clean. There's two little pockets on the inside, and a zippered pocket on the inside as well. Here, that's a zippered pocket. Seams all look really good. Here's the back. So, cute little purse. Made by Guess. Oh. Father's adopted by a French Canadian couple. Oh, well, Mohawk, yeah. For us, it would be most likely Micmac from out of New Brunswick, or Prince Edward Island in Canada. I have my mother's mother was from Quebec, though, so there was some connection there as well. Possibly. I'm just getting down that line now in the genealogy and chasing that one down. I've gone back about 4 or 5 generations, I think, but haven't researched the people. I'm just building the tree right now, and then I'll start digging into their stories more and more. So we have a local genealogical society here in Vermont that's very, very helpful. So, but yeah, I'm less than an hour from the Canadian border in Quebec. About 90 miles to Montreal. So, which we used to do on a regular basis. We haven't lately, but mostly lately because of COVID. But we just been too busy. But we used to go all the time up to Montreal. It's a beautiful city, very safe. But okay, so much for that. No interest in the guest purse from the few folks that are out there, I guess. So we'll move on to something else. If there's anybody interested in it, of course, certainly let me know. I'm still trying to determine how much the lag is here on this. It looks like it's gotten a little worse. Maybe, I can't tell. I'm going to do a test real quick. So, well, it looks like about 8 to 9 seconds. Okay, not too bad. Okay, all right. All right. So no interest in the purse for now. That's okay. Oh, I know at least a couple of the folks out there liked some of the bracelets we showed last week, and I have some more. If there's any interest, I will show. I'm just going to grab one of the ones I have here at random, and we'll display it here. I'm trying to see if there's a theme to this one. It has animals on it. So I will call it animal. It is look at elephant, dragonfly, butterflies. This definitely is handmade, this bracelet, so it is unique. You will not find one like it. And I'm going to set it down here for a second so I can type in. This sort of they call the Pandora style, and you can see the center of it is this silver tone core to it. So get that to focus here. Come on, there we go. And what we discovered that I didn't know last week. So for those that have purchased them in the past, is not all, but some of these beads. Let me see if this one has any. The core on some of them were 925. I don't think there are any on this one, but maybe one of the ones I have later will. But you will see on this, if you when you get your bracelet, because I know some of them I'm holding for you right now, you might see 925 written on that little silver tone. This in this case silver tone piece. But this has got, there's a butterfly. There's the clasp for it. There's and it's adjustable. Whoa, that one just came apart on me. Ooh, that's bad. Well, we'll pull that one. I wonder why that happened. That was bad. Oh, it came unscrewed. Oh. I must have not tightened it up. Checked it for tightness on that one. Never mind, Tammy. I'll have to rebuild it. Let me show another one, and let me check this the fit setting on this one. Maybe that one's tight. Yeah, on the end here, see this? This is a little screw, so you can add things to this necklace if you wish. But let me I don't know which order she had these in, so my wife made that one, so I will I apologize. So okay, this one I know is just tight because I just checked it. This one's a little different color scheme. This is orange and green and with silver tone beads, and this one has different theme stuff on it here. I'm trying to see what it is, flowers and four-leaf clover. There's, oh, yeah, four-leaf clover, things like that. Orange and green. It means a lot for someone for certain schools and for certain heritage, I guess. Let me see if there's any of the silver ones here. Yes, there's one. So you can see right there. It doesn't focus well, but that is a 925. Just that little insert inside the bead. It's kind of interesting. So yeah, I can. That if you're still interested in that first one, Tammy, I'll get it fixed and I'll throw it your way. And if you still want, just let me know. It won't take a second to fix it, but I just want to make sure I put it back together properly. So here's the second one anyway. If there's any interested in the second one, let me know. But I'll have to see what pattern she used. I think I see. They're actually, and actually, I can literally say these beads, at least, and everything, our necklace, are vintage. We got these over 30 years ago, and when we had a jewelry business, and so anyway, so that's the second one. So Tammy, which one did you want? The first one, and like I said, I can reconstruct it. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll take care of you. I'll make sure that we didn't lose any pieces on the floor. Okay. We'll come back to the second one later. Okay. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, sold to Tammy. $7. First one. Okay. All right. My apologies for that mishap. That's something I just didn't realize, I guess. Okay. What to do next? Oh, yes. I was going to show this next, and I think this is an unusual necklace I'm going to show in a sense. It has no clasp. And I'm going to show you why in a minute. So it is quite long. I think it is, I want to say 24 inches. And it says, oh, it looks like it's broken. No, it's not broken. It's magnetic. It's a magnetic. Each one of these is magnetic, and each of these beads are cloisonné. The little green and white beads in between here, I think, are just glass or crystal. Or I don't think they're crystal. I think they're just glass, but they're not plastic. They're not acrylic. But this is quite long. I'm going to double check the length here in a second. Excuse me. That is 12 there. 12 plus 3. Yeah, so 15, 30 inches long. So you can see they're sticking right together like this. It's pretty cool, actually. So you can do whatever you want with it. You can make a necklace that looks like that hangs. Back that up. It really takes it clear of the screen. So you could do a necklace that looks like that if you wanted. And so this is and we'll start this at, oh, I just had that in front of me. Oh yeah, this is going to go for a bargain. This is $5 start. Oh, I can't spell it. It looks like it can't spell magnetic. Magnetic. There. If there's any interested in that. It's pretty cool. I'm going to show it up close here so you can see the the beads, closing the beads. And then the ones in between them, and there's one of the magnets. And because it's so long, it gives you a lot of options to what you can do with it. Like I said, you can just wear it like this. You can wear it, maybe if it's because it's so long, you can even, I suppose, double loop it. Oh, how much it would work. Let me see if that'll work. Yeah, that would work. So, lots of options. It's really quite pretty. So, anyway, that's the magnetic cloisonne and necklace, 30-inch length. If there's any interest in that. Meanwhile, let's see here, what else? Okay, we'll pass for now on it. Pen. Okay. Pull that for now. Okay, I was waiting a little while to show this. These are really interesting. I've got 17 of them. And this is, you can say it's for a child, but adults can have fun too. And I'll show the different ones I have. And you're going to see, I'm going to type it in the chat here first. That's a better description here. Now I'm going to see, you're going to see what these are. I'll take you through. I have duplicates, so of some, so I will show you what they are. And you'll see, I'm going to put the ruler here for reference. The package is about 4 inches across. You put these, and what they say is put this in a quart-sized jar. Add water, and it will expand and fill that jar. It says it grows 600% of its size. So the first one here is an alligator. Then I've got an alien. I've got another alien. And yet another alien. They're a little different. That one's red. This one's blue. That has blue suit. This one has an orange suit. I'm going to go by the color of the suit. I have got dinosaur. Let's see which that one is. Don't ask me what dinosaurs. I really don't know. But it says on the back, after 1 to 12 hours, and then it's got after 24 hours, after 72 hours, it fills the jar. It says don't expect instant results because it takes up to 72 hours to fully expand. So there's the dinosaur. There, you want to really freak somebody who hates spiders? There's a spider one. Put that in the jar and let somebody see a this jar with a giant spider in it. Or a caterpillar. Or a salamander. And there's another alien with a green outfit. Like I said, I have duplicates. I have another alligator and another salamander and yet another alligator. And this one looks like it's supposed to be maybe a whale. And another alligator. And another alligator. And another brown alligator. And another dinosaur. $2. Your choice. Buy it now. If there's any interest. So if you have any children or grandchildren, they might be fascinated by this and just absolutely love it. And if you want me to repeat anything or you want to see something again, just say so in the chat, and we'll take care of you. I thought these were really cool. I just managed to get a whole bunch of them. Expanding toy. They grow to 600% of their size. They're all new, sealed, obviously. Excuse me. Alrighty. No interest in those. Oh, pass for now. No, put them back in the box. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. My pen here for a second. Keep track of where I am. Okay, I'm going to show this is, get this out of the way, a magnetic bracelet. Now, I don't know if there'd be any interest in this. I know some people like to use these magnetic things for healing purposes. And I know that there's some, at least from anecdotally, I've noticed there's some benefit. Although anecdotally, I have a rather interesting thing because my mother could not wear watches. They would stop. They'd just stop running. So the copper bracelet, I'll start this at $5. So you can see it's a one size fits all. Let's say relieves fatigue, blood circulation, improves blood circulation, reduces joint aches, and that's what I've heard about is reducing joint. People who wear copper infused braces and things like that around their knees and things like that supposedly help them. Regular use any metal polish will enhance the luster. It says on the back, it says not being sold as a medical device, unintended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But a magnetic bracelet nonetheless, if there is any interest at all. And a start of $5. Excuse me. And not seeing anybody on that. Score. Okay. Hope everybody's not too bored here. Okay, let's. I'm not sure if Cassandra's here. I want to wait a few moments, but I do have, like I said, music box. But I will show this one piece. It is not a music box. It is definitely a piece of decor. I'm gonna bring the camera down as best as I can here, so we get this best shot. Now, you will see this tag on here, and it says Capodimonte. It is not Capodimonte. If it was Capodimonte, it would have the N on the bottom. It has a P on the bottom. And the back of this, thank goodness for Google Translate. Let's see if you can show that. You can see this. What that says, it is done in the style. It's on the style of Capodimonte. And I'm going to say, okay, I can never spell that right. Capo. Because believe me, if this was Capodimonte, it'd be a lot more than what I was asking for it. And even so, this is made by Italian artists. I took this and did a Google Translate with this tag to read what it says. It works really well. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Let me show it again so you can see. So maybe you can read it. But anyway, and so you can see it's got this P on the bottom. And now it's in excellent condition. It might be a little dusty, but it's a nice little piece of decor. And I did look this one up. So trying to give you as good a deal as I can on this. And if there's any interest at $10, keep this handy. Okay. No interest in Capodimonte, that's fine. We're going to show another necklace here. Like I said, I'm trying not to overwhelm you with a lot of jewelry, but this piece I'm going to show is really nice. So, all right, pass for now on that Capodimonte style porcelain. Put that over there for now. Okay. This is this is a 925 chain and 925 piece with a smoky quartz crystal. Let me bring the camera back up. It looks like it's about 18 inch, and I'm going to measure it here in a bit. And I'll also show it's dolphins. Bring that up nice and close. You see the quartz crystal. And we'll start this because you're talking about a fairly good amount of silver and quality here, and it is marked 925 on the chain. See if I can get that up to the focus. There it is. And I think it's going to be 16 inch chain. Oh, and I should show the chain up close as well. It's a very delicate rope style chain. That focused? Yeah, that's focusing. And that is a really nice piece there with a beautiful quartz crystal, smoky quartz crystal, and dolphins. And it's all the metal is 925. It's all marked 925 on the dolphins as well. So if there's any interest in that piece, it's a very nice, delicate chain. So very comfortable. I didn't see. I don't think no. It's not. There's no extender on it. It's just a lobster claw style chain with clasp at 15 starting bid. Okay. We'll pass for now on that. I'm trying to keep my ear open. We have last night, as we were sitting there watching TV, we could hear a bear hooting out in the distance. And I had the night I put my trash out. And last year we had an awful problem with that. And I devised some pretty secure latches for my trash can, but sometimes he still manages to get it in there and spread it around all over the place. I'm hoping he's ignoring it tonight. I've got to put my game camera out there sometime and see if I can catch him in the act. That's what I should have done tonight. All right, no interest in that. We are passing for now on the dolphin necklace. What is it? Let me see how many did necklaces. Next. I got a really interesting pin. Bring the camera down. Anybody interested in this hand-painted pin? I'll bring it up close here in a second. It says it's hand-painted by someone. I don't quite know the name. But it's a really large pin. That's 2 inches across, about 2.5 inches tall. So there's the size. There's the connection on the back. What was I looking for that? Where did it my list? Horse pin, $2. If there's any interest at all. We just had the Derby and the other races yet to come. And I will cross that off my list. Oh, wait. I knew I had some other stuff here. Nope. Pass for now on that. Okay. I have some false crap. Let's see if I can spell it right. This is brand new in the box. False craft salt and pepper sets. Multiple sets here. So my guessing is that this is obviously for somebody who you're going to have, a large gathering with lots of folks, and you have. You can see this is false craft Orleans is, I guess, a pattern, maybe. Mini salt and pepper shakers, set 4. You can see there's a date on this. Don't see one, but that doesn't. I don't know. But anyway, here they are in the original box. Oops, that's upside down. So you can see the patterns in there and the different tops of them. Any interested in salt and pepper shakers? A set of 4 salt and pepper shakers. For $9. Chris, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you right away. I'm really bad at watching the chat sometimes. Hi, Chris. Chris, you're a new name to me, at least on this here tonight. So, Tammy, who yes, put into. I would love to see that. I'm sorry, Tammy. Refresh me what we would like to see. I don't know. Chris, hi. Like I said, if you saw my pinned message at the top, if you could please, if you do purchase something, please email my emails out there on the screen with your YouTube name, your real name, your PayPal information, and your shipping information. So, Tammy, yes, put into your channel. I would love to see that. I'm sorry. I something I said, but I don't recall. My age is starting to show, isn't it? If you could let me know. Bears. Oh. Oh, yeah. If I get a good video, I'll definitely post it on my YouTube channel. So, yeah, I have the game cameras have been up off and on for the past months, and I just took them in, and I haven't had a chance to put them back out. We usually have one in our front yard and one out in our pasture, or what used to be pasture. And we have a compost out there it's open compost. So all kinds of critters. I've got, you name it. I've had bears on it. I've had a deer, very common around here. Rabbits and coyotes, fox. Occasionally local dog that gets loose. And skunk. We had a skunk out in our front yard the other day. The camera picked up. Fortunately, he didn't leave anything behind. Haven't seen I've seen it personally, but it's called a fisher cat. We call it a fisher cat. It's a type of weasel, quite fierce actually. And so we have quite a variety. And surprisingly, my neighbor across the street has quite a menagerie. She's got llamas, chickens, sheep, goats, but they have 2 really big dogs, and I think that's what keeps everything away. So, yeah. Okay, we'll pass for now on the false graph. Sorry for the delay here. Too busy chit-chatting. Oh, I found this really, really cute and interesting purse. This, I gotta fix this first. There's got a piece of string hanging off of it. Trying to get it off there, but not cooperating. There we go. Okay, and the best way to describe it's a small beaded purse. I'll put my thing up here so you can get an idea of the size. Looks like it's about 6 inches across. It's a little beaded purse. I cannot find a name on it. It's kind of a copper bronze beaded finish. I'll bring it up close. I'm just going to call it a beaded purse in the chat here. And we'll start this at, let's say $8 start. And so I'll give you a close-up of it here. I can see it's got this type of latch that you just pull apart. The beading you can see, we're going to give you a really good shot of the beading here. You can see there's quite a bit of beadwork on this on both sides. It has a small chain type, very short chain. The inside, it feels like silk on the inside. All it says is made in China, and it has two little inner pockets. Yeah, it still has the silica gel pack in there to keep it dry. So, which tells me that it was probably very rarely used, if much at all. There's the connection here for the chain. See, it's solid, nice and solid here. And this is really heavy metal. Whatever this is, this is metal, not plastic. And I think it's a cute little purse. Yeah, I haven't seen, Tammy, I have not seen groundhogs on our property. And we get about 5 acres. But we certainly see them all the time along the highways. They love, for some reason, to have their burrows along the edges of some of the highways around here. And we're near a small stream, and then the other side of the hill behind us is a sizable bog where there's definitely beavers in there. But we don't obviously see them here. But we've a lot of wild creatures. We have bird feeders, and I'm almost every year I work on this. I've got at least one of the local chipmunks to eat out of my hand. I'm working on a second one. We got 4. The squirrels, forget it; they won't do it. The gray squirrels, if they hung around at all, they would probably do it, but they don't. We don't see too many grays here. We have a ton of birds, though, and we have counted over 30 species of birds at our feeders. So, although we have to take the feeders down at night because of the bear. Although he has shown up in the daytime once, across the street, with the previous neighbor, and attacked her bird feeder. But, okay, enough of that. Interesting stuff. Alrighty, so beaded purse, no interest. We will pass for now on the beaded purse. That is fine. Just put this in a safe spot. Okay. So, yeah, my wife actually saw the bear across the street. It was during the daytime. Like I said, my neighbor at that time, a different neighbor, had put some crushed walnuts out there in a bird feeder, and the bear caught. They have an excellent sense of smell, and must have caught wind of it and took that feeder down and rolled it on the ground to get all the walnuts out of it. She said it was quite amusing to watch. So let's see here. Now let's try. There's been interest in these in the past, so I will put them up again. I have these little turtles. Hey, man, I am not with it tonight. Turtles, and they got a little turtle on their back. These are pretty much the same here, but I got a set of 4, and they are magnets on the bottom, so you can stick them on your fridge or wherever. Can't stick them on our fridge. We have a stainless, so it doesn't stick. But turtles. We are looking for. Oh, what did I say? Oh, that's my other list. Let's look at my second list. Oh, what did I say I wanted for those? Oh, $6. That's what I want. Okay. I'll show them up close. There they are. There's the pinky one. There's one of the green ones. And there's the other green one. The green and yellow. Cute. Anybody into turtles? Might like those. Or give them as a gift. So somebody who does like turtles. Okay. And so my daughters both live in town, and they where my one daughter is, she just seems like she's overrun by gray squirrels, and then the occasional skunk, and the same with the other daughter. But the one that lives a little further out, they had a bear actually try to get it, the bird feeder on the side of their house, and that was not nice. They also had a beaver for a while that tried to dam up the stream behind their house. So they weren't too appreciative of that either. Alrighty, turtle magnets. We'll pass for those. Okay. Okay, where am I? Okay. So the turtle's out of the way. And anybody needs something simple as a couple of crystal style candle holders. They are not new. They've got some residual wax in the bottom, but the outsides are clean. But they're in really good condition. No chips, no damage. Don't feel any place where there's any damage on these at all. And so we'll go with let's say $4. Buy it now. Anybody interested in it? I'm getting those. Okay. I'm just trying to check off my stuff off my list here so I don't repeat myself. And oh yeah, what did I do with that? There's right in front. Okay. I'm not going to linger on that too much. It was just something to throw out there while I was looking for something else. Okay. This item, and let me find it on my list here so I can get the description right. It's called a Via Vermont. Makes you think it's made in Vermont, but it's not. I'll get right up front of that. But it is really nice jewelry box. Again, I looked this one. Oops, boy, I can't even spell Vermont. That's terrible. We'll start this at $10. Now I'll show you the tag on the bottom here. It's artwork, 1993. It says Thomas Cathy Collection, handcrafted Via Vermont Limited, made in Mexico. It's not made in China, but it has this Really cute. Let me see if I can get that without the glare here. There we go. In fact, let me just turn this down if I can. It doesn't die on me again. I've been having awful trouble with this particular light. No. There we go. Cut down on the glare a bit. But there's that. And it's kind of an amethyst colored to it. It's got a mirrored bottom, so you'll see my light in the edge of my face. And inside there, so it's got 4 compartments. And I think this is acrylic. I don't think this is glass. The mirror maybe, but I think it's polished. I think it's polished steel actually on the bottom. And with a brass finish all the way around. Little chain here on the side here to hold it, keep the lid from falling back. Any interest in this? And I did look this up because I was kind of curious about it. It's got a pretty solid hinge. It goes all the way across the back. I would almost say it appears to be soldered. Yeah, soldered it seems. You can see. Any interested in that nice little jewelry box? This out of the way. Keep showing up on the edge. Beautiful little jewelry box. It's about 7 inches across, looks like. About 4 inches across that way, and about 1.5 inches deep. So to give you an idea of scale. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Well, speaking of jewelry, I have one more of the bracelets that I was showing earlier. I had the orange one. Now I've got one that is pretty much all blue. Making sure this one's on tight. Let me turn the light back up a little bit here. I guess that's not going to go. Like I said, my ring light's been acting really finicky lately. Oh, there it goes. Okay, and bring the camera back up. This one's predominantly blue. Let me see, give it a second here to focus. Give you a better idea what it looks like. It's got the star, charm, apple, it looks like. And this, and let me set it down while I give you, I want to put it in the chat here. This one's also the same as the other, $7 start. If there's any interest. And we'll show it again up close here. See each individual piece and better. I can't remember, this one's got some 925 pieces in it or not. Don't see any this time. I guess just that second one. Not a particular theme. I guess there's a heart there, a star there. There's an apple there, a little purse. But nice blue colors. And like I said, it has that core of it is that silver tone. This is a little different than the other one. This one has a more of a chain-like appearance to it in the core, whereas the other one was more rope-like. So, just to give you an idea of the core, but it's all metal with a lobster claw clasp. Okay. Pass for that one. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot this one. Did I show this one? No, I didn't show this yet. I'm still not checking things off my list like I should be. Okay, I have a brand new purse. It still has the tag on it, and I'll show you. Let me position my camera again. It's a 9 West. Still has the tag on it. It's a kind of a, I wouldn't call it a hot pink. It's a pink, but it's not a hot pink. It is 9 West. It is brand new. And we'll set that right there while I type in the chat. That's right. Let me show you the bits and pieces. You see it's got this metal type clasp at the top, gold tone. Zipper pocket there. Still has the stuffing in it. Another zipper pocket. There's a 9 West card in there with a name address thing that you can fill out. Made in China, cotton with man-made materials. 9 West logo on the inside. Outside pocket with a snap on the front. That's the back. Strap is definitely an across the body. They call it an across the body style purse. And some little pockets there, or there, or there. So there's no like little separate little pockets inside. But it is brand new, 9 West. Excellent condition, of course. Adjustable. Across the body purse. If there's any interest in that. Excuse me. And I gotta figure out what I want to show next. Last week I showed a fake Prada purse. This week I'm going to show something else, but I'll hold off on that for just a minute and get the board ready here because I'm going to show one more necklace. I just got to fasten it. Yeah, crossbody taming, yep. Did I say something different? Maybe I did. You'd think after raising 3 daughters, I'd be more fashion aware. Certainly, I've heard a lot of discussions that I didn't hear growing up. So, okay, we'll say pass for now on the 9 West. That's okay. Oh, you lost me. Started buffering. Oh, sorry. Were you looking for the? Oh, sorry, Tim. I didn't catch that. So you're interested in the second bracelet that I was showing? Oh, just to confirm, is that what that's what 7 is in there for? If so, thank you. I will do that for now. Yeah, the buffering. We see that occasionally. I'm just going to wait a few seconds here because I know the lag is sometimes bad, and then sometimes you just got to do a refresh. I just want to confirm that's what you're looking for with the $7 that you put, 7 that you put in. All right, while you're waiting for your response, I will. Oh, gee, that's right. I got those other pieces too. Goodness. Oh, yes. Okay, cross the body. Yeah, okay. I say cross the body. Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm not a fashion person. Thank you, Tim. I will write that down right now. Put the sold in there so we can confirm that. Okay. Yeah, they're all grown now. I feel like an old man now. My oldest is 50. So. Okay. I have another sterling necklace, and a dragon, and an amethyst crystal. Bringing that in close. We'll start this one at 12. And bring it in close so you can see it better detail. Dragon on stainless. And it actually is marked very clearly on the back. 925 and Brazil on the thing. The chain is the same as the other one I showed earlier. Very small, delicate chain. Very comfortable. It doesn't kink or anything like that. It's quite nice chain. And oops, it came on. Pulled a little too hard. Came unhooked here. I didn't have it properly hooked. There we go. Lobster claw. And this is a 925 chain. I don't know if you can see that. Or is it, am I on the right side of the thing? No, on the wrong side of it. There we go. 925 there. dragon. Same as the other one. I think it's what they say, 16 or 18. So come on, focus. There we go. Anybody who's into dragons, it's a beautiful amethyst crystal on there. Just a bit of 12. Okay, I'm looking for something else here. I'll start there. What did I do with that? Oh. I'm going to show a couple more necklaces here and then we'll switch to something else. Oh, interested in the dragon. Okay. How about necklace? By the way, I can provide gift boxes for any of these things. You just have to let me know. This is a moss agate. And we'll start this one at 8. It is a sterling chain. See, it is a chain style chain. I'll show you the closer in a minute. But there's the. This one's showing some glare again. Let's see if we can cut that glare a little bit. There. So you can see the moss agate. And it's a sterling fit. It's mounted in sterling. It's marked here on the back. And the chain itself is also sterling. Don't know if there's a marking, but we know. But she knows it's for sure that it is sterling because. Oh, and again, this is something that we had in our jewelry from many, many years ago. So this is the vintage piece, technically, because this was from over 30 years ago. Any interest in a moss agate on the sterling? That would turn that up a little bit again. And if not, I am going to show a smaller. Okay. We'll pass for now on that. And we'll put that out there and show you the other piece. This is freshwater pearls and hematite and gold tone beads. This is much shorter. And we bring it up, as you can see. So, What did we want? That was also weight. And I'll see if I can switch some music boxes here. And I've not seen the gentleman Paul in the chat, so I'm assuming he's not here tonight. But if he is, Paul, please speak. Please indicate in the chat, because I do have some fishing lures, and if there's anybody else, let me know. Anyway, so this is freshwater pearls, and let me show the clasp and everything on the back. Gold tone clasp. It actually has a little sticker on it that says genuine pearl. And it's one of these type where you squeeze and pull it apart like that. Type of clasp. This is 16-inch. Show it up close. It's not a necklace. Nice little delicate piece. Oh, sure, Tammy. I'll go back to that. Yep. Hang on a second. I have it handy. You want to see that? The chain, the length was, let's see here. Looks like, well, let's see, 9.5. So would that be a 19-inch chain? And that's the pattern of the chain. And the type of clasp. Again, the stone. And that's the silver setting it's in. Is that hopefully what you're looking for? I'll try to tilt it here to get the ring light out of it as much as possible. You can sort of see why it's called a moss agate. So length. Excuse me. Didn't bring enough to drink. Okay, I'm gonna pass for now on the pearl. Necklace. And while you're thinking about that, I will look up my next item. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. And if you're interested in mass agate, you can get back to me anytime during the chat. Set it aside. Again, I want to repeat, if there's an interest in having it in a box, and most of this stuff, like the stainless chains and pendants and things like that, I like to put them in a box to prevent damage anyway. So most likely we'll ship them in a small jewelry box, cardboard box. So, okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah, music box. Let me set this aside. I have this cute little music box. Let me bring it down. There we go. He is about just under 5 inches tall and about 2.5 by 2.5, roughly. I'll play him in for you in a minute. Interestingly enough, somebody who had this before put a little, and I left it on there. I didn't want to tear it off. It says, "Don't wind too tight," but it does work. It's a little small world after all. And for anybody who's been to Disney in Florida and went through that exhibit, for 3 days you heard that song in your head. We went there many, many years ago with the grandkids. Okay. No, grandnephews. Sorry. That was the time with the nephews. That was how long ago it was. Over 25 years ago. But anyway, so here he is, that little white, that's the ends of his cap. Reading a book. And I don't know if there's a manufacturer's name on this. I didn't want to peel the tape off. I said there's a sticker underneath that tape, and if I pull that tape off, I think it's going to pull that sticker with it. But it probably just says "Made in China." But it's in excellent condition. There's no damage to it that I could find. But there he is. But it does work. So, like I said, I'm being careful not to overwind it. But plus, I don't want it playing constantly anyway. Because I'll have that song in my head for another day. There he is. Do not want to overwind too tight. And if there's some interest in the music box, we're starting at $10. I have another music box that's much simpler. There's any interest in music boxes. And I do it with my pen again. There it is. We did show that. I do have one ring. It's a 6.5. Let me grab it here. And it is, so we'll say we'll pass for now on that. What did I do with that? Let me get the mandrel out and I'll show you. Move this out of the way. So you can see it's right around 6.5. And it's a very delicate little thing with a sodalite stone in it. And say it's a 6.5. You can see. Take it off there. See, it's quite delicate. I don't know if I can get the camera to focus on the inside of it. That's 6.5. That's about as far as I can get on any one of my fingers. That's my pinky. My knuckles are swollen from arthritis, so I can't anything past my knuckles anyway, generally. There it is. Cute little ring. Very delicate. Sodalite, like I said. 925 sterling silver. Okay. No interest in that. We'll pass on the ring. Oh, Tammy, you said, yeah, I'm sorry. I just saw this. I'm terrible just reading this chat today. You said yes on the moss agate. It means you want it. Okay, cool. I will put your name down for the moss agate unless I hear otherwise. We'll put it in your box of stuff along with the other 2 bracelets. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I have... remember, I said I kind of alluded to it a little while ago. Last week we had a fake Prada. And again, I think I educated folks on how to tell fake Prada a little bit. And I have another item that's marked Prada, much, much larger. And let me adjust my camera up. Let's see if we can get it in here without knocking too many things down. It's a really nice backpack. And as you can see, it says Prada Milano, blah, blah, blah. But it's not. But even so, it looks like this has never, ever been used. It's in excellent condition, and the inside is this bright red, and then a zippered pocket on the inside as well. If this was Prada, we'd be talking a lot of money, but it is not. And for the same reasons I mentioned last week, the only place that says Prada is on the badge. If it was real Prada, I probably wouldn't bring it to auction. And there's a zippered pouch on the inside. There's nothing on the back here except for the straps, of course. But no other markings of Prada anywhere. Not on the buckles, not on the bag, not inside, no certificate, no nothing. But it's a really solid, really good backpack. And I'm going to have to start this at $24. So, I'm going to put fake Prada in the chat only because I need to fully disclose it. And I want to make sure that people can't say, hey, you didn't tell me it was fake. So it is in the chat. But it's a nice backpack. It is, whoever made it did a good job. I mean, the quality is really, really good. And the zippers are really rugged on this thing. And well made. There is no, I see absolutely no wear on this thing. I don't think it was ever used. I couldn't find dust, dirt, remnants of anything on the inside. It just looks super, super clean. I mean, if anything's just dust from wherever it was stored. So I couldn't even find a tag to tell me what the material is. I'm pretty sure it's vinyl, not leather. It doesn't. There's no label on the inside that I could find that was an indication of what the material is. Try to find the tag by feeling around inside. Nothing. It's very stiff material, but it's very, very thick and rugged. Again, fool your friends. They think you got a Prada backpack. Probably don't want to walk down the streets of New York with this. Somebody thinking it's real. Thinking you're rich. So, anyway, okay. I didn't know if to be interested, but I thought I'd throw it out there. That was just an interesting thing we found when we were out and about. Okay. We'll pass one on. Take Prada. Oh. Okay. Let me look at my list. Like I said, I had a lot of jewelry tonight. And if you're not into jewelry, I apologize, but just sometimes the way it works out for me. We have, and I want to throw this out there. Where did I do with it? Oh, it is. This is a piece of lapis. And it's on a gold tone chain. It's not gold, gold tone chain. But let me just throw that out there for now. And because it's such a nice piece of lapis, where did I find that on my list? It's still a good deal. Let's just say $6 start. And I'm going to give you some close up here. So it is wrapped in gold tone wire, but it's really dark lapis. A nice cut piece. You see it's crystal on a gold tone chain. I'm not going to dwell too much on the chain. The chain is as your standard lobster claw chain. It's about it's a 16-inch chain. It hangs nicely, wears well. Again, nice piece of lapis. Lapis lazuli to be complete. In the name. Okay. And oh yeah, that one's for all of these. Yeah. What did I want for those? Okay, let's see here. Okay. Pass for now on that. Getting to be where I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon, I think. So we will show one more item. It's another necklace. See, I get the board all set up. This is Brazilian agate, agate chips. Again, about 16 inches, but it has an extender on it. And okay. What did I say on that? $10 on that. The Brazilian agate. And then I'll show the last music box. which I need to find. Oh, there it is. And this is a really nice piece. It's got a, I'm going to show it close again. It's got this chain here with the extender on it. Lobster claw style fitting. And you can see the individual chips here, polished. They're all polished, they're not raw. Okay. We'll pass on that. And last but not least is yet another cute little music box from a company called Pretty Pack Music Box. And it's intended to be a gift, but it does not open. It's just a music box. And where do they have that on my list? There it is. We'll start that at 6. Okay, and so it says it on the bottom, and I'm going to be, before I play it here, you can see it was a gift. Sometime in June 12th of 2002, somebody had an 8th grade graduation, and it plays When You Wish Upon a Star. So it's just a cute little gift. Okay, and that is almost the last item of the evening here. Didn't know if there'd be anybody interested in these. I think I've shown something like this before. Okay, we've got a pass for now on this guy. One more note and we would have finished the song. Oh well. Okay. I have a little plastic bag full of various stones. Some are just plain stone, like these. And I think this is just dyed agate. Hence the color. There's a little heart shaped thing, and it does have a hole in it, so it can be used for a necklace. There's 2 of those. This one. Is this one? Yeah, that one's drilled too. You can barely tell. Rose quartz. A little green bead. It's drilled all the way through, I think. Yes. Another one that's wire wrapped rose quartz. Somebody wire wrapped it. This is called leopard agate. Kind of pretty. I think this is another agate here. And a piece of jasper, I think. Again, you can see it's been drilled. Another one that was wire wrapped here. That could be jasper as well. For all of those stones, what did I want? What did I want? I didn't write it down. Well, I guess I'll just throw a number out there then. We'll say $6 start, just to throw something out there. If there's any interest in those. Again, these are not drilled. They're just flat, very flat piece. These are, and they're not large pieces, as you can see. So, but for somebody who's a crafter, I don't think this one, no, that one is drilled. Barely noticeable, but you can sort of see it in the camera better than I can with my eyes. But leopard skin agate, and the rose quartz, and the rose quartz hearts, and could be jadeite, I suppose. Anyway, okay. And if that is going to be it for me tonight, I think, unless FPC Paul shows up and says he wants to see some lures, or if you guys, whoever's left here, wants to see some fishing lures, I have a small box of them, different ones, and some newer than others, and some definitely very old, vintage. There is a market for collecting fishing lures. I know that much. I've not tried. This would be my first attempt at selling fishing lures, actually. So, okay, we'll pass for now on the stones. And I'm going to switch cameras just to say goodnight to everyone. Alrighty. Well, I hope for those that were here, went well. Tammy, thank you for all your purchases. And I think you're the only person that purchased for me tonight. I'm gonna go back through the chat and double check, but I'll make sure I got everything covered. I will add it to your box of stuff. For those that are paying attention, I will hold stuff for a little while. I don't have to invoice right away. I'll probably hold it for, at least 2 weeks or so, maybe 3. So unless you're in a hurry to seize Tammy, I can just put them in the box, and we will go from there. If you want me to invoice you, Tammy, I can do that as quickly as tomorrow, and get that off to you. So I'll leave that up to you, and you can either email me or put it in the chat. Either way is fine, and I will be more than happy to continue to hold or ship it out. Again, I haven't heard the bear out there yet. They hoot. People often confuse the bear, by the way. Get back off topic a little bit. They often hoot like an owl. It's a hooting kind of a sound when they communicate with each other, or sometimes it's a territorial thing. It's not a hoot like an owl, though. An owl hoots in singular. He's kind of a multiple hoot, like a hoot, hoot, hoot kind of thing. Three or four in a row. There's some probably meaning to the pattern that they do. Like I said, I know from reading that sometimes it's a territorial thing. They're saying, hey, bears, this is my territory. This is my garbage can, whatever. So anyway, and sometimes they are hooting when it's mating season. So there are probably different reasons, different calls. But I've seen a few in the wild. I used to walk the woods quite a bit, and I've seen moose. I actually had a moose back in my house many years ago. It was a funny story with that because I was showing a friend some bike trails, and he wanted to go across the woods in his mountain bike, and he said, "Oh, it looks like one of your neighbor's horses got loose." I said, "No, not a horse. That was a moose." So she was fine. She ignored us. So okay, Tammy. Oh, yep. All right, that works for me. Thanks, Tammy. And for anybody else who's left out there in the chat, have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. And like I said, I always say, if you see something in the video that you decide later on you want, or for those that are watching the video later, more than happy to reply and help you out. You all have a great night.